You're welcome back. You're still watching Business Incorporated on Channels Television. Well, yesterday, Statistics South Africa released the GDP figures for the first quarter of the year. The economy grew by 1.1%, translating into annualized growth rate of 4.6%. But the government has noted that this does not mean that the country is out of the woods yet. Well, we have Makwe Masalela, Chief Investment Officer and Makwe Fund Managers, joining us from South Africa to discuss South African economy at this time. Good afternoon, Mr. Masalela. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure. Good afternoon to you and to the viewers.
Yeah. So the first quarter growth was lower than revised 1.4% or an annualized 5.8%. But it was expected, especially, was it expected, especially with the threats of the new wave of COVID-19 and the issues with the vaccination and all that?
It caught us by surprise, to be honest, and to think that, no one expected. We were looking at 3.2, and more importantly, it was better than what our Reserve Bank also expected, and also better than what our National Treasury Department of Finance also expected. So I think it caught everyone by surprise. But hey, it's a nice surprise. Everyone can welcome such good news.
Exactly. So finance, mining, and trade sectors were the major contributors of the growth. What factors drove these sectors?
It was expected, especially when you look at the likes of mining, that is going to continue to be a star performer. Remember, South Africa, we make most of our foreign earnings from selling our minerals to the likes of China. And we've seen, given the company results that have been coming through from our mining companies, that they've been printing money, they've been doing well because of better commodity prices, because of the demand that has been picking up. So as a result, it makes sense that they will continue to increase production. So that was expected in a way. And yes, South Africa, as we know, that finance, trade, and stuff like that, they continue to be the biggest component of our economy. And as we know that our economy depends almost or is driven 62% by consumer demand. So any pickup in consumer demand, then that should also help our GDP going forward. But I think the biggest concern, truth be told, as much as these numbers are good, is the fact that if you look at our gross fixed capital formation, that's not impressive at all, because now it decreased by almost 2.6%.
So the Statistician General has warned that the country is not out of the woods yet. And from all that you have seen and all your calculations, what's your outlook for the next quarter?
We think we'll still continue to grow, but not at this kind of numbers, anything around 2.6%, and all because we think that demand is still out there. There is relaxation of some restrictions are there, helping to pick up, and we hope even the likes of, our tourism will start to pick up, because it also contributes a significant portion to our economy. So with people getting vaccinated, then at least people won't be scared to come to the country, just like locals won't be scared to start traveling around other provinces.
So do you see any steps that the government can put in place to move the country, faster out of the woods?
Other than making sure that they improve their rollout when it comes to vaccination, because our track record so far has been very, very poor, we have to make structural reforms. As we're talking to you now, Eskom, who supplies us electricity, he said we're going to just go to stage 5 load shedding, or stage 4 as from today. That means you will have no electricity for almost 4 hours. That's ridiculous. And thereafter, you'll go back to stage 2. That means for almost 2 hours, you won't have electricity. What I'm saying, we still have to deal with this elephant in the room, which is Eskom. And other than that, we have other structural reforms that we have to implement to try to make sure that our data is more cheaper, by making sure that the government go out and auction that spectrum. So stuff like that needs to be improved. And also, when it comes to efficiency from the government side, we don't want things for long to be signed off. So they also have to up their game. So those things will definitely help going forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Masalela, for bringing us up to date with the economy, what's going on in the economy in South Africa. Enjoy the rest of your day.